Good morning, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read for the weekend. We are going to use the Spirit Song Tarot. I have to really double check that because it's a deck I haven't used too often and it's a little bit different to read. It's such a beautiful deck though, so I want to get to know it better. All right. Really nice cards, so easy to shuffle, a little slippery, but they're really nice. All right, what is happening for the weekend? All right, so we have the Ten of Cups coming out here. So the Ten of Cups is a beautiful card. Like I always say, it means you've got all your ducks in a row. And I know someone who was chasing their ducks around the other day, but it was beautiful because she shared a video with me and there were 10 little ducklings. So this is about having happiness, feeling really joyful where you are in your life, feeling really at ease with things. It can mean that your family's all in order, you know, things are all where they need to be, but it's having this beautiful sense of gratitude, of being grateful for what you have in your life. Okay, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like everything's peaceful and quiet, and here comes the universe just to add in a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of, you know, something that you weren't expecting. The Wheel of Fortune talks of karma. It talks about the wheel moving round and bringing things around as they should be brought around. So sometimes it can be bringing around things that need to be, you know, addressed or sorted or brought to some sort of conclusion. You do have 2 tens here, which does mean that some cycles are finishing out. So if cycles are finishing out, often things are brought in for us to see to or to change or to bring to conclusion. And I feel like you're in this sort of energy of the 10 of Cups, which means that you're probably in a place to of this beautiful gratitude and thankfulness to now deal with things that perhaps you haven't wanted to deal with before or that haven't been brought to your attention before. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we have a King of Pentacles coming through. No, King of Wands, acorns. King of Wands coming through here. The King of Wands is someone who can represent the fire signs, Leo, Sag, or Aries. He is a very powerful king in that he's very attractive, very charming, very accomplished. And he is a leader. He's a natural born leader. So people want to follow him. He's very passionate, has a vision. So something is coming in here for you. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands coming through here. Something that's going to lead you in a slightly different direction here. You're being made an offer here with this Page of Cups. 5 of Wands coming through. So there's some sort of conflict here as to whether it's the right way to go, but then you're being offered something more substantial here with this Knight of Cups. For some of you, this could be about some sort of relationship or opportunity that perhaps has come round before that you either haven't dealt with or you never took the cup. So the universe is saying now that you've gone through some sort of healing, you've got to a point in your life where you can either offer closure to something or rethink about whether you want to go in this direction again. So whatever's being offered here is giving you an opportunity to, it's like you're being given an opportunity to put things right. But it may be that someone else is trying to put things right here. Let's have a look at it. The energy's like something was left up in the air. Something you left up in the air. You never addressed it or it never came to completion. So maybe for some of you it was, you know, some sort of course, job, opportunity that you got off the ground, but you never really got it happening or closed it off. So it's been left out in the ether for the universe to say, now you're in the right place now. We're going to bring this in for you to do something with it. All right. So we have the Hermit card coming out. I love the smile on this koala's face. Have a look at it. And people always talk about koalas like they're cute and cuddly because we see them in those places where they've been raised and they have lots of eucalyptus, so they're sort of a bit doped out and a bit gentle. But the males are very, very aggressive, especially in mating season. They fight like cats and they make the most horrendous noise. So if you ever want to have a little bit of a giggle at a koala, go and Google a koala and how aggressive they can be. YouTube, I think, has some good videos on it. But the koala here is sort of taking on the role of the hermit. So he is doing the sitting in the tree, eating eucalyptus and, you know, feeling very sleepy and very comfortable with where he is. And I feel that perhaps you've been doing a little bit of this and a little bit of soul seeking and perhaps having a little bit of time to look over your life to see which direction you want to go in here. Beautiful energy. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands coming through here. So maybe you're feeling at a place in your life where you've put in a bit of the work. You know, you've done what you need to get to where you are. You're in your Ten of Cups energy. There's stability here. And it sort of feels to me like you're sort of in a very good place at the moment. It's a very calm energy here. And then in comes a love offer. Okay, Two of Cups coming in here. So this is about bringing a union in. Perhaps now you're in the right place, that you've done the work that was needed to be done. You know, when you no longer expect something, when you no longer have your focus on something, when you're self-focused and you have yourself to a place where you need to be, it's generally when things start to sort of stir up a little bit. But I think it's because the universe knows you're ready now. We have the Queen of Swords coming through here. This is some sort of truth coming to you now. Okay. So maybe you weren't in the right place to have the truth before. Maybe you weren't, you know, putting in that energy of healing, you know, understanding yourself and letting go of your expectations, because a lot of us hang on to the outcomes we want, or we place all our focus on a particular outcome, which means the universe generally then, you know, will do something in a completely different way. So as a human, you cannot control an outcome. You can hope for it, you can wish for it, and you can sit and think on it all you want, but you may never get the outcome you want. I'm not saying that sometimes things don't go in that direction, but a lot of the time they take a different form. We cannot control that. So we have to learn to let it go and allow the universe to do the work they need to. If we're completely focused on that person, that situation, or that outcome, very often we don't get what we want. But as I said, sometimes you do, but rarely. All right, so we have the King of Swords coming through here. Interesting. You have someone coming in to speak a truth. Okay, they've got the shadow here, the devil energy. Someone who's done their own work. So maybe I'm talking about another person here. We do have the Fool card. Somebody now who wants to take a leap of faith. So maybe this energy is of the other person you've been dealing with as well. Maybe you're mirroring or reflecting another person's energy here. Because now that you've done the work, now that you've put in the energy and let go of outcomes or the way you want things to be, this person has been doing exactly the same. So maybe you're both now vibrating at the level you need to be to bring each other together. There's a union of soulmates here. Also very strong twin flame energy. We have someone who wants to come in and speak a truth and take a journey with you here. Someone who's putting in the energy they need to. Somebody who wants a future with you here. They have worked with this part of themselves, this shadow side, which I would imagine you've done as well to bring this energy in. If you wonder what the shadow side is, this is about working with the energies within us that hold us back from manifestation or having the life we want. The shadow side can be something we have to integrate with our real self. So if we hate things about ourselves, or we don't like things about ourselves, or we find them uncomfortable and embarrassing, and we keep them secret by wearing a mask, then sometimes those things stop us achieving the life we want. So for example, if you you don't like the way you look physically, let's take that one as a very basic, and because of that you do everything to cover up what's on the outside of you. So what happens is, by doing that, you conceal within you parts of yourself that really you should be comfortable sharing with the world. But if you're feeling any sort of sense of guilt or shame or, you know, inability to express that, then that stays within you and it becomes hidden. So if your shadow side isn't integrated with who you truly are, then you're only showing half of yourself to the world, which means that you're not being who you're truly meant to be. You're not standing in your truth. So the shadow work is really important for all of us. This can be childhood worries, childhood issues, trauma, abuse, all of the things we hide away from the world because we feel a sense of shame or guilt about what we've gone through. But in hiding those away, we're hiding parts of ourselves that need to be integrated to bring our full self forward. Now, that's not necessarily about coming out and telling everybody about, you know, what's happened to you in the past. It's about acknowledging those parts of yourself that perhaps you deny. For some of us, it can be around confidence, self-esteem, and we may put on a false bravado to show to the world rather than showing who we truly are, because we think that's what people want to see. All right, so we have the Six of Swords coming through here. So we're moving away from something here. Okay, and the Ace of Wands coming through. This is really nice energy, by the way. And we have the Queen of Cups. This is about us coming into who we were truly meant to be here. Whoever the person is that you're dealing with here is at the same level here. There's a beautiful sense of, Spirit is saying immersion. A beautiful sense of being able to sort of fall into each other's energy. A real sense of acceptance. It's really beautiful. And I feel like here you're leaving a lot of stuff behind because it no longer serves you. And when I say that, we're not talking about the physical. It's like you're leaving parts of yourself behind that no longer sort of suit who you're going to be or who you've stepped into. So there's a really beautiful sense of merging. And merging in a very passionate and beautiful way to create. This is not a human physical thing. This is something you're doing in the 5D here. You're merging your soul with another. And I heard someone say the other day about, you know, two people completing each other, you know, in terms of twin flame energy. And I always say you're not completing each other. You're coming into one. That's a very different thing. You're merging two souls. So you're becoming one energy, one creation. And that's what you're doing here. It's because your level of love is vibrating where you both need to be for that to occur. But you've let go of a lot of the ego, a lot of the human energies that you've been holding within your shadow. So you're seeing each other for your true selves, for who you were meant to be. All right, let's have a look at this again. All right. So we have the 10 of Cups coming through and the Wheel of Fortune. So the universe is saying to you here, you've accomplished what you need to accomplish. You're in a beautiful place at the moment. You're feeling very content, very grateful, very happy for where you are. And we're now going to bring you something that needs finishing off, concluding, whatever it needs to be done here. There's a King of Wands coming your way. Could be a male or female, could be a fire sign or not. But whoever this person is, they're coming in with a sense of leadership. They are on a mission and they're very passionate about what they're doing. And you probably find them extremely attractive. We have the Two of Wands coming through here, implying that you're moving in a slightly different direction now, or that you're moving on the path you were meant to be on. We do have an offer coming through and some sort of conflict to whether to take the offer, but something being, it's almost like it's being negotiated or acknowledged here. We do have the moon, so there are secrets here that are going to come to the front, but we do have a beautiful moving forward here with the Three of Wands. So it's like you're coming together to completely, I'm trying to sort of talk about what I'm seeing here. It's like you're washing away all of the things that, by coming together, you're washing away things that are no longer serving either one of you, because you're coming together in this beautiful union. Really, really nice reading. Okay, I'm going to read you a mystical shaman oracle to complement that reading. The energy is very, very soft and beautiful. So whatever this is for you, whatever sort of relationship or situation you're moving into that perhaps wasn't resolved before, it's going to bring a beautiful closure for you. Okay, 48, the Sorcerer. So dealing with a very, very magical energy here. Alrighty, isn't it a beautiful card? I love this card. This is the source of dark power. The Sorcerer represents the destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. So this is your shadow side here. When the Sorcerer enters your circle, you're being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear manifest in your world. Examine the destructive part of your psyche that misuses power or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, lust, greed, bigotry, or hatred. Perhaps you've harmed someone because of those dark tendencies. If so, all is not lost. You've only forgotten that all beings are interconnected and the universe is abundant. The Sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. You're given a second chance. Correct your course and practice not blaming others for the darkness that lives inside of you. Make peace with it and choose another way. Oh my goodness, I'm going to cry. So you're being given a second chance here. This is why the universe has been waiting for you to be in the right place to bring this energy back around to be resolved. So for some of you, this may have been sitting in your consciousness for a very long time, but you've used the energy wisely. You've gone inside to work with that dark side of yourself. So whatever it is for you, I feel that you've done the work that you need to do to now bring someone back. And I feel like they've done the work that's required as well. Have a wonderful day. Beautiful reading. Thank you.